Athletes, singers, actors, producers, royals, and many more well-known figures associated with the entertainment industry have all found themselves in court at some point, either to defend themselves against misconduct or to try to win a claim of their own. The legal system, and in many cases the rest of the world, witnessed the most difficult times of the plaintiffs' and defendants' lives, regardless of whether they were seated at their table. Here we have some most shocking court cases. Alec Baldwin versus the family of Helena Hutchins. The settlement struck by actor Alec Baldwin and the widower of cinematographer Helena Hutchins, who was killed on set by a bullet fired by Baldwin from a pretend gun during the making of the Western film Rust in October 2021, was recently authorized by a New Mexico judge. Baldwin was initially charged with 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter, but in April 2023, the allegations were dropped by the prosecution. How actual ammunition got inside the weapon is still a mystery to investigators. Although her attorneys filed a motion in May 2023 to have the charges of involuntary manslaughter against Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, the film's firearms supervisor, dismissed, the charges are still pending. A preliminary hearing is set for August 2023. Harvey Weinstein versus Rose McGowan and Ashley Judd. Mr. Weinstein categorically denies any accusations of non-consensual sex. To minimize more than 100 claims of sexual harassment and roughly 20 claims of rape from female actors, models, aspiring celebrities, and former workers, notorious former film producer Harvey Weinstein made this claim. Actors Ashley Judd and Rose McGowan were among the well-known celebrities who made the accusations against Weinstein. The former filed a defamation and sexual harassment lawsuit against the disgraced producer. An appeals court later overturned the initial dismissal of the first charge. Additionally, McGowan missed a filing deadline in the case she represented herself in, which led to the dismissal of her rape lawsuit. Despite this, Weinstein was found guilty of third-degree rape and criminal sexual conduct and sentenced to 23 years in prison in New York in early 2020 after 6 women sued him in New York City, Los Angeles, and London. The next year, a Los Angeles jury convicted him guilty of third-degree sexual misconduct, forced oral copulation, and rape. He was given a 16-year sentence. Jamie Spears versus Britney Spears. A judge dismissed Jamie, Britney Spears' father, from his position after he had managed her financial assets and life decisions for 13 years under a legally mandated conservatorship. The Free Britney movement, organized by fans, was started by shocking claims of the dominating nature of her relationship with her father. A few months after the family dispute was settled in court, 2 TV documentaries presented both sides of the tale. Britney claimed that Jamie had the final say on her birth control schedule, marital status, and even the color of her kitchen cabinets, among other accusations about the scope of her father's influence. Ed Sheeran versus Ross O'Donoghue and Sammy Chokri. After composers Sammy Chokri and Ross O'Donoghue sued singer-songwriter Ed Sheeran for copyright infringement in 2022, a London High Court judge decided in Sheeran's favor. The judge concluded the case after an 11-day trial that focused on analyzing Sheeran's popular song, Shape of You, declaring that the English musician neither deliberately nor subconsciously plagiarized portions of Chokri's song, Oh Why. Sheeran has been charged with identical offenses on multiple occasions. He was found not guilty in May 2023 of stealing a few lines from Marvin Gaye's soul hit Let's Get It On to write his 2-time Grammy-winning song, Thinking Out Loud. The singer has frequently discussed dishonest people attempting to use baseless claims of copyright infringement to obtain monetary settlements. Following his most recent argument in court, he declared, "I am not and will never allow myself to be a piggy bank for anyone to shake." California Fire Department against Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop, the California Food, Drug, and Medical Device Task Force and lifestyle company Goop, owned by Hollywood. A-lister Gwyneth Paltrow, reached a $145,000 settlement over allegations that a $66 vaginal detox egg could balance hormones, regulate menstrual cycles, prevent uterine prolapse, and increase bladder control. Paltrow's business described the dispute as an honest disagreement, while prosecutors said the allegations were not supported by credible scientific data. The company's website still sells the Jade egg and a comparable rose quartz egg. Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp. The actors Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, who are no longer together, appeared in court in April 2022 to settle a defamation complaint he filed against his ex-wife and her rebuttals. After writing an opinion piece in the Washington Post, which was changed following the jury's decision in which she described herself as a victim of domestic abuse, the actor accused Heard of harming his career. The jury on June 1st gave varying degrees of favor to both. Heard was found guilty of all 3 charges and was forced to pay Depp $350,000 in punitive damages and $10 million in compensatory damages. In contrast, one of the 3 claims she made against her ex-husband resulted in a compensatory damages verdict of $2 million. A few months later, both actors filed appeals, but in December 2022, they agreed to withdraw their claims. Heard and her 2-year-old daughter relocated to Spain immediately following the widely reported live-streamed trial between the ex-spouses, while Depp fled to France a few months later. A case against Starstruck Management and Kelly Clarkson. Shortly after Kelly Clarkson filed for divorce from Blackstock's son Brandon, the original American Idol was sued by Starstruck Entertainment, the company of her former father-in-law Narvel Blackstock. Clarkson was allegedly owed $1.4 million in fees and $5.4 million in future commissions by the management company. The singer filed a countersuit against her former management, claiming that they had obtained and provided her services without the required license to represent her in violation of the California labor legislation. By creating wildly popular singles and helping the singer land deals to host her own talk show and serve as a judge on The Voice, Starstruck Entertainment confirmed that it helped launch the singer into stardom during the course of their 13-year collaboration. Gregory Messer versus Kendall Jenner. Rapper Ja Rule and scammer Billy McFarland organized the now famous Fyre Festival, a musical event. Set in the opulent Bahamas, they provided a star-studded roster and upscale amenities comparable to Coachella. The price of tickets can reach $100,000. The event was canceled shortly after the first visitors began to arrive on the islands, as detailed in documentaries available on Netflix and Hulu. Kendall Jenner was compensated to promote the festival, as were other models and social media celebrities like Bella Hadid and Emily Ratajkowski. Jenner was compensated $275,000 for inviting people to the event through an Instagram post that has since been removed. Gregory Messer, a trustee in charge of the festival's bankruptcy proceedings, filed a lawsuit against Jenner for providing false information and failing to disclose to her fans that she was getting compensated for the promotion. McFarland received a prison sentence, and the celebrity was compelled to pay a $90,000 settlement. The Associated Newspapers v. Meghan Markle case. Shortly after marrying Prince Harry Mountbatten Windsor, Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, won a lawsuit against Associated Newspapers for publishing portions of a private letter she had addressed to her father. Since announcing their engagement in November 2017, the late Diana Spencer's second son and his American spouse have had a difficult relationship with British tabloids. Prince Harry attributes his departure from the UK in 2020 and his mother's death in 1997 to the media. His best-selling book, Spare, is filled with details of his experience as well as other personal disclosures. In a Netflix documentary series, Markle also shared her perspectives alongside her husband's. Tracy Chapman versus Nicki Minaj. Singer-songwriter Tracy Chapman received nearly $500,000 from rapper Nicki Minaj for incorporating a portion of her 1988 song, Baby Can I Hold You, into her unreleased 2021 song, Sorry. Chapman filed a copyright infringement case after Minaj's song, which had already been recorded and was supposed to be on her album Queen, was leaked online after she was repeatedly denied permission to use parts of it. Dave Mueller versus Taylor Swift. Following an encounter with singer-songwriter Taylor Swift, radio DJ David Mueller claimed he was wrongfully terminated by his employment and filed a defamation case against her in 2015. The megastar claimed payment of the symbolic sum of $1 in a countersuit against Mueller for sexual assault and abuse. The former DJ was forced to pay Swift $1 after a highly publicized trial in 2017, where the jury found in Swift's favor for purposefully raising her skirt and squeezing her buttocks during a picture session. Mueller was back on the air less than 6 months after he had demanded a $3 million reparation payment, stating that he would never be able to work in radio again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic.